Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Emolan from the Sakwala University, FKIP Faculty and Biology Department, and I'm fortunate to be in Group 04 class. Ladies and gentlemen, today I will be dealing with a presentation titled Potential of Sweet Potato. I repeat, the potential of sweet potato. For some of us who will know about the potato, the sweet potato is more distinct from all the others on its nutrients and other qualities having. For those that do not know, and even those that knows, will be really good for us and knowledge and understand what all this is about. So I want to believe that this knowledge will go as far as you want to take it. To go on this drive today, I will be taking this move sequentially, meaning I'll start from the introduction, which have the background of the studies, methodology, the result, the discussion, and I will finally end with the conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to please sit tight as we start this journey. Now, this is the introduction. Sweet potato, Impuma batatas, is a perennial crop which belongs to morning glory family or Convolvulaceae. Now, what do we mean perennial crop? It is a type of crop wherein it is being harvested so many times within a lifespan of a year or two without replanting. So you can harvest it, it goes again as much as you could until the lifespan of a year or two before you replant it. It is a popular staple food of the tropical and subtropical areas with a nutritional benefit evidence by increase in its cultivation and consumption. This potato is mostly harvested for its tuber. However, the leaves are also sometimes consumed as an alternative to other leafy vegetables. For example, in my own country, the sweet potato leaves, the Impuma batatas leaf, is mainly used for one of the favorite sauce named petete leaf. It's named petete leaf. Every household within a week must have that delicious sauce, petete leaf. It is the sixth most important food crop in the world, and it contains phytochemicals are important for human health. What are phytochemicals? These have things that have defense against competitive pathogen or predators within the plant body. So see how it's important if human can consume that to its own system to protect those things from predators. See how powerful it is. said which are important for human health, other than their nutritional benefits, such as the rich source of dietary fiber, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. Sweet potato with tubers also contain no saturated fats or cholesterol. The 2014 Salma reported that sweet potato leaves contain more polyphenols than any other commercial vegetable, such as spinach, cabbage, and lettuce. Now, what is polyphenols? Polyphenols come from the word polypherals. These are micronutrients that also have antioxidants, and potential health benefits. So you find out that this leaf is having polyphenols. This same report stated that the leaves of sweet potato contain at least 10 anthocyanins and 6 polyphenolic compounds. You see how much antioxidant and potential health benefits this leaf should have towards the human when it has been consumed. Several reports have indicated that this particular sweet potato has a photochemical in it, and it also possesses multifaceted action. What is photochemical? Photochemical is a substance which is used for processing solution. For example, developing and washing of photos. This chemical is being processed wherein the end product of taking photos going to the camera places, find out they will have to print it, and that particular chemical they use to wash it is from the potato leaf. So based on it, you'll find out that based on what we've just read and based on what I've just explained from the reviewed here, it tells us that this particular leaf has a lot of benefits. Let's go to the methodology, which shows how the review was done, how we went about it, and it will lead us to the finding, which is known as the result. Please stay tight, as you will know more and more benefits of sweet. Now, talking about methodology, researches on sweet potato have ongoing since years till date, focusing on the pharmacological screening of the flower, the crude leaves, and the root tubers, which was looked into within the past week. Most of the studies that were reviewed were carried out in vitro. What is vitro? This is a study performed with microorganism cells, a biological molecule outside the normal context of using test tubes, flags, etc. within the lab scope. So when we talk about vitro, that's what we are talking about. This test, majority of it is concerned in the vitro. Other studies looking at isolation and characterization of bioactive compound has been an important follow-up step to pharmacological screening in sweet potato. Let's see table 2 for various methods used for the research, despite the present limitation due to the current pandemic. Now, we talk about the findings Based on the methods that were used, now we are going to talk about the finding. Let's not forget that in the methodology, it refers us to table 2. After the result, you have to go down to the tables and see the analysis. Let's talk about the results now. Sweet potatoes are rich in complex carbohydrates, dietary fiber, and beta carotene. Processor of vitamin A, because both the carotene, the dietary fiber, these are all elements which are being found in the vitamin A, which is embedded in this particular sweet potato leaves. It also have vitamin B6 and vitamin C. In addition to these, various parts of the crop have been reported to also contain mineral nutrients such as zinc, potassium. Finally, the impact of the diet intake. Different cultivars of sweet potato as a whole food on disease indicators such as oxidative stress in humans over an extensive period need to be evaluated. With time can be also investigated. See table 1 and 2 for the analysis. But before we go further, there was a word that we came across, cultivar. Yes, what are cultivars? These are plants in cultivation by selective breeding. They are specially selected and they are bred up. You see, when we talk about cultivars, so this particular plant in that particular category, based on its components and nutrients, which is useful for the human benefit. Without wasting much time, we go further to see the referred tables. Now, as you can see with me, this is table 1. What does table 1 show? Table 1 shows the nutritional value of sweet potato. The nutritional value of sweet potato. In the table content, we have the proximate parameter was used. The proximate parameter that was used. Secondly, the grammage, the quantity that was used. Quantity that was used. And before we go further, I will tell you again that, as I started saying it earlier on, the root tuber and the leaf, potato leaf, were the parts that were concentrated on. The root tuber at the bottom and the leaf were the parts that were concentrated on. Let's start with the parameter. Have the components that were dealt with: vitamins, minerals, and lipid. The water in the root tuber, 77.28. For the leaves, 86.81. For energy, Carl, 8C. For tuber and for leaf, 4.2. Carbohydrates in grams, 20.12 for tuber, 8.82 for leaves. Proteins in grams, root tuber 21.57 and for leaves 0.49. For total fiber, it was also done in grams, 3 for root tuber and for leaf 5.3. The total lipids in grams was 0.05 and 0 for leaf 0.51. Next one was the vitamins. Vitamin A, 4187 for root tuber, and for leaves 3.778 for thymine in milligrams. For root tuber was 0.078, and for leaf 0.156. For riboflavin in milligram 0.061 for tubers, and leaf 0.345. For niacin in milligram as well 0.557, and for leaf 1.130. For vitamin B6 in milligram as well 0.209 for tuber, and for leaf 0.190. For folate B9 11 for tuber and 1 for leaf. Vitamin C in megabytes in milligram 2.4, and in leaves 11. For vitamin K 1.8 for tuber and 302.02 for leaf. Let's go to minerals. Calcium in milligram 30 for tuber and 78 leaf. For iron in milligram 0.61, and for tuber, and for leaves 0.97. For magnesium in milligram as well 25 for tuber and 70 for leaves. For phosphorus in milligram 4.7 for tuber and 8.1 for leaf. Potassium in milligram 337 for tuber, 508 for leaf. Sodium in milligram 5.5 for tuber and leaves 6. We go to lipids. Fatty acids, total saturated in gram 0.018 for tuber and 0.111 if acid total monosaturated in grams 0.001 for tuber and for leaves 0.020. Fatty acid total for tuber 0.014 and for leaf 0.228. This takes us to table 2. You can see with me and that all these nutrients in this particular leaf, that if they can go into the system, the human has a lot of positive that will impact the human system. Let's move on to table for investigations. Now, we are now in table 2. Table 2 report of pharmacological activities of wheat potato. Pharmacological activity of potato. With the context above, you can see the first row shows investigation, the various types of investigations they are done, and the second row shows the flavor color description, and the third row shows the type of potato that was used, and the fourth row shows the subject, what was the tool that was used and the result. the last one shows the result. Let's go to the first row. Now, talking about the first row, the investigation was anti-diabetic activity of flavon extracted from the leaves. Color description that was used was NS, and the type of potato flavor that was used was flavon extracted from the leaf. The study was non-insulin dependent diabetic rats. Moduled, what happens? What was the result? Modulates the metabolism and lowers the blood glucose level. So it straight away reduces the metabolism and lowers the blood glucose level. The second investigation was the antioxidant activities. The antioxidant activity. In the color flavor that was used, we have the cream, white, orange, yellow, and purple. The type of flavor was hydrophilic and lipophilic fractions of hexane extract of the root tuber. In vitro assay, the result was done in vitro. Ladies and gentlemen, you all now to be able to know what is vitro. The highest antioxidant activity is recorded in the purple-fleshed and the lowest white-fleshed varieties. The next investigation was immunomodulatory effects after immunization in chicken. Immune response of the chicken after immunization was improved. Okay, what was used? Color description, purple. Now, what type of flavor? Potato powder as dietary supplementation. Potato powder as dietary supplementation. The subject was a chickens. Now, response, that's the result. The response of the chicken after immunization was improved. So immediately the chicken was improved. It got improved. The next investigation was a wound healing and anti-ulcer properties. Wound healing and anti-ulcer properties. The color of the flavor description was white, and the potato tuber used, color used was tuber flower. The subject was Wister rats. The result shows wound healing potential. So you see, the wound was healing. The next investigation, effects on level of blood glucose and hepatic enzymes. Flavor, color description, NS. The extract, we use extract of leaf powder. Yeah, the flavor of the potato used. Then subject there was a mice. What was the result? It lowers the blood glucose and reduces the activity of hepatic enzymes. Next investigation was the anti-hyperallergic chemic and anti-diaslipidemic potential. The color description was NS, and the colored flavored potato used was glucose extract of leaf powder, and the subject was a mice as well. What happened? It lowers the blood glucose and reduces the fatty enzyme. Okay, I am now moving forward because of we can't just go through all this on and on. Now, one of the most things that I want to refer to is the investigation of the effect on the apoptosis and inflammatory adipodicin expression, which the color, that description that was used was purple and hot water extract of the leaves. The subject was 3.39 cell line, apoptosis and down-regulated inflammation associated genes. Then now we can go further to discussions. A discussion here with all these results that has been given in this table. Ladies and gentlemen, you can agree with me that the potato leaves has a great potential benefit of the human health. And following my summary discussion, you find out that the potato crop continues positive results and can actually encourage consumers to embrace sweet potato as a disease-preventing food crop, especially in areas where it is readily available. The population of the nutritional rich cultivars of sweet potato in the daily diet might on a long term prevent the incidence of chronic diseases and can also be used to tackle some of our present predicaments from the risk of weak cells easily attacked by coronaviruses and other viruses which affect the body due to lack of other body amenities. In certain places, there are minor diseases which even as at now, they are using these particular sweet potato leaves to heal themselves. For example, about anemia, suffering from lack of blood. I see in Africa people use potato leaf just by squeezing it, give it some water and add some salt and drink it. Within the next 3 days, you see these people getting normal. Even with pregnant women who are suffering from anemia, and being anemic, a lack of blood and other nutrients, the potato leaf gets them quickly normal, because when you even go to the clinic, they'll tell you go and eat potato leaves. Ladies and gentlemen, this takes me to my conclusion. Now, with my conclusion, the sweet potato can be explored for its nutritional and medicinal value. You can all agree with me. This review highlights the important biological activities of sweet potato, which are highly influenced by the cultivar type. Cultivation of sweet potato genotypes with superior health promoting and medicinal properties and decrease the need for transgenical modification. Of course, I know, ladies and gentlemen, based on the knowledge we've got, you can agree with me. Cultivars with high biological activities can be a platform for the identification and isolation of certain bioactive production of semi or novel synthetic drugs. Knowledge of the general pharmacological activities of sweet potato and the peculiar bioactivities of the different cultivars to facilitate optimal exploration of the medicinal value of sweet potato. More in vivo studies involving humans potato in combating degenerative diseases. In-depth toxicological studies should be carried out to determine the safety of bioactive constituent of sweet potato extract. This will strengthen the interest of research in exploring the medicinal worth of sweet potato beyond its food resources, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to believe, based on this knowledge, you can all agree with me that the sweet potato has a serious potential. And based on these few words of knowledge, I want to appreciate you all for listening, and not just listening, but you look at this special breed of crop as a problem solver for our modern world. And you will give a helping hand for the continued research and implementation of these syrups to become a well-known medicine for those that are suffering from nutrients that this crop. Once more, I want to thank you all. I want to appreciate you all for being with me at this time of knowledge. Thank you, and I want to say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, everybody.